Hello everyone, it's Dick here. With the hubbub and release of the movie The Bike Riders, I've been forced to consider the seemingly inextricable link between motorcycling and criminality. I'm not going to review the movie, even though I have some strong feelings about it, and perhaps I'll consider publishing a review in the future. I'm going to resist discussing how the film is a sad cliché or caricature of historic motorcycle imagery, but rather how irresponsible such a film is considering the current climate of the lifestyle and industry of motorcycling. Thankfully, there has been a lull in negative motorcycling since the turn of the century, but it seems to me that there is a resurgence of criminality in motorcycling in the last 5 years. Looking back on popular culture depictions of motorcycling, we can see they have consistently glorified the link of biker and criminal. Easy Rider opens with a drug deal. More recently, low and mid-budget television series use biker gangs as surrogates for organized crime. The Wild One, which is cited as inspiration for the characters in The Bike Riders, and clearly inspiration for the filmmakers themselves, is filled with violence and brawling throughout. Despite the bikers being depicted as taking over a small town, the film glorifies them, establishing a long-loved aesthetic. The biker gang has a split personality in popular culture, the easy mob of baddies that the good guy can fight against, or the anti-hero, and inevitably the hero. I will not surrender to the simplified explanation of the perceived increase of motorcycle criminality and blame social media for spreading and increasing the availability of bragging bikers' exploits, engaging in petty crime like speeding or stunt riding, or engaging in even more serious crimes including theft, property damage, and violence. I can't ignore the influence that social media has on would-be bikers. If you have any doubt about it yourself, just reflect a moment on how many more motovloggers you've seen on this platform over the past 12 months. Motorcycle clubs as we know them rose to prominence in the wake of World War II. American GIs coming home from the war, in some instances, were unable to go home, still seeking the camaraderie and affiliations they experienced as soldiers, as well as the extreme existence they felt in battle. The sad state of American law enforcement in the sprawling, still mostly rural country created the perfect conditions for organized criminal organizations to establish themselves. Simultaneously, the Italian mafia found easy pickings. In the UK, rebellion was linked to youth cultural movements seeking acceptance and recognition outside of the traditional establishments of the past. In America, there was another wave of recruits for motorcycle gangs following the Vietnam War, and philosophically, those are the bikers with whom I can empathize. The characters in The Bike Riders and the bike thugs that came after the Vietnam vets are posers, often associated with non-biker criminal associations such as prison gangs or street gangs. The resurgence of biker gangs is troubling to me. I'm not going to shake my cane at the whippersnappers, yelling into the cacophony that they are responsible for the moral decay of society. The rockers are dead or dying. The original arbitrators of cool are pensioners now, if they manage to survive their rebellious youth. No, I am not naive or scared. What I am is frustrated. Surely we as motorcyclists should have or could have progressed past the cliché. The more fashionable biker thugs who wear affiliation patches often wear the 1% patch. Recalling the 1947 official statement of the American Motorcycle Association that, quote, 99% of motorcyclists are law-abiding. There are 1% who are not. And then there are the less organized, lower-class motorcycle thug riding stolen, unlicensed, unregistered machines in chaotic mass rides, overwhelmingly and arguably terrorizing the public with dangerous stunts and behavior. In some respect, all motorcyclists participate in criminal behavior. Many modifications from factory-manufactured bikes are considered illegal. We park illegally, we often speed, we lane split where it might be prohibitive. Then there are those who swat the occasional wing mirror, engage in road rage, street racing, stunt riding, questionable trail riding, or in large unofficial group rides. I think we can, however, agree that there is a threshold of behavior that divides road safety contraventions from bold-faced criminal behavior. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot against that which we should rebel. And in a future video, I will address the politicians, restrictive legislation, and incompetent policing that arguably incentivize contravention of the law. My concern lies not with the 1%, which I fear has increased to 9 or 10% of motorcyclists, but rather with us law-abiding bikers who remain. Let us become the heroes and influencers of behavior and taste. Let us be celebrated in popular culture as compelling protagonists. I have stopped watching motorcycling videos and posts on the many platforms. I'm not interested in watching another doofus trying to explain why they don't have a license plate on their bike, when we all know it's because he doesn't want to pay tolls or be surveilled. Fair enough, but you are not my hero. And if we accept criminal behavior as expected or required by bikers, then we condone the explicit aggression we've been seeing committed with impunity across the country and the world. And personally, that is something I will not accept. If you like that video and you want to see more like them, hit like, share, and subscribe.